Thanks. Jenna, Winnipeg Free Press reporter Bartley Kives joining us now to talk about golf courses. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so let's back it up to the very beginning when we spent $90,000 in taxpayer money to sell this idea.
Back to the very beginning.
Even further.
Even before that, the city was deciding that the Golf Services Special Operating Agency, that's a piece of the city that's supposed to run like a business, there was a decision that, well, you know what, it's losing money. There was an auditor's report into it saying, yeah, it's losing money. And the city had this idea a couple years ago to throw up all of its 12 golf courses potentially on the market. Who wants to buy them? Who wants to have a proposal? It got 70 proposals back and it decided to do nothing. Nothing because the politicians were scared that people would think they're trying to sell them off or that they were acting rashly. So instead they waited, they looked, and then they came up with a plan to do one or two little things. Sell off John Bloomberg Golf Course in Headingley and lease 4 other courses to this company in Ontario, Golf North Properties out of Conestoga.
Okay, why this plan? Why did they come up with the 4 and the selling?
Nobody knows.
Okay.
No one knows. They were claiming, I don't know what maybe this is what they thought was sellable, and then at the same time, yeah, they came up with this $90,000 ad campaign that originally was trying to get the public to convince councillors to vote along with it, and as if they all knew it was doomed to fail from the beginning. It's truly bizarre.
Okay, so then the Executive Policy Committee approved this plan. They say, yeah, we like it. We want to lease those ones and sell off John Bloomberg.
Well, ironically, both parts of those plans, they had to, in order to approve it, they had to actually split it up. And there aren't enough votes on council to approve, and the vote is tomorrow, to approve the lease agreement, which needs a 2/3 majority because it goes on for 20 bloody years. Yeah, so you need 11 votes on a 16-member council. They don't have that. The sale might get approved, but that's just saying let's look at selling it. When they actually want to go sell it, they'll need another 2/3 majority. So this whole plan is sort of like this halfway measure, kind of dead in the water.
Well, and leasing is kind of an interesting choice as well. Like, why wouldn't you just keep it or sell it?
Exactly. There are those people who say, you know what, sell off a few golf courses, make some money, or keep them your own, but leasing is this halfway middle measure. There's also a long argument about whether or not and how much money the golf courses actually lose. Some golf courses do okay, some do terribly. Golf in general is a game that they're having fewer rounds every year. It's a game that's graying, so to speak, and as a result, there's this large conversation too, because the Special Operating Agency, this sort of financial entity within the city, transfers money to the city in the form of rent and in lieu of property taxes and other services, like they pay for office space and they pay 311. And there's an argument whether or not Golf Services as a whole loses $800,000 a year or more like $300,000 a year. And then of course we just spent $90,000 to promote this to a public that might not have cared, but now there's councillors and a lot of people who are like, I don't care what they're trying to ram down my throat. I don't like it because I don't like the idea of being sold to.
Right, with your own taxpayer money.
Exactly.
So what does this mean for the residents of Winnipeg? Because some people worry that the price to golf on these courses would go up.
On some of these courses, the 4 courses that would be leased, if it's approved, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen, the price of golfing would go up, because it would be up to Golf North Properties to set whatever rates they'd like. Right. Of course, they'd have to set some sort of reasonable market rates, but this is academic. It's going to die tomorrow. So what's happening this afternoon, Councillor Wyatt and the Mayor have called the City Auditor in front of Executive Policy Committee for what is kind of a publicity stunt, in my opinion. They're having the auditor come and repeat the contents of the golf audit from a few years ago, but they know completely what the golf audit is. They're just hoping this gets onto TV and onto the radio and into the newspaper in time tomorrow to maybe convince other councillors. I mean, I actually don't understand why they're doing this. Normally, Mayor Sam Cates has a plan, he'll stick with it, and if it looks like it's going to fail, he'll pull it. I don't know why they're so incredibly driven to go for a plan that doesn't look like it has support of council.
Yeah, so if and when it does die tomorrow, then it's all over.
Well, they could approve the Bloomberg sale part, and even then they'd have to go and market it. It would still require a 2/3 vote, and we're no closer to solving this issue of the losses. Though, just incidentally, other cities, City of Calgary, sold off a course or two, took the money, improved it in golf courses, and then invested more money into the few courses it has, recognizing that golf is a declining game.
Well, a story to follow indeed. We'll continue to bring you the latest throughout the day, and then of course tomorrow when City Council does vote on it. Thank you so much, Bartley.
You're welcome.
We're taking a quick break here on BT. Stay with us.